Stop saluting us. We do not want to be saluted. We do not want to be put on pedestals. We do not want to be worshipped. We do not want to be called mothers. We don't want to be your sisters, your wives. We want to be respected as equals. Let us get down from the pedestal and walk as equals. We have a right to this country as much as right you have. This country belongs to us. This parliament belongs to us, and we have a right to be here. I myself have raised this issue of bringing the reservation bill many times in parliament, and to many of my starred and unstarred questions, the government's reply was very consistent. They said that they have to involve all stakeholders, political parties, and then build a consensus before bringing the bill. I'd like to know what consensus was built, what discussions were held. This bill was brought shrouded in secrecy. Yes. We did not know why this session was called for. In the all-party leaders meeting, there was no mention of this bill. I don't know if any of the political party leaders were called for discussions and deliberations about bringing the bill. And suddenly, the bill popped up from our computer screens like Jack in the Box. Is this going to be the way this government is going to function? Like we've suddenly seeing that there are lotuses blooming, springing from the uniforms of our secretariat staff. Is everything going to be a surprise like this? In 2010, when the bill was brought by the UPA government, there was no conditions. The bill was to take effect immediately after the passage of the bill. But the bill which was presented yesterday clearly says the reservation in Clause 5, it states the reservation of seats for women in the House of the People, the Legislative Assembly of the State and the Legislative Assembly of the National Capital Territory of Delhi shall come into effect after an exercise of delimitation is undertaken for this purpose, after the relevant figures for the first census taken after the commencement of the Constitution. How long should we wait to see this bill being implemented? It can be easily be implemented in the coming elections, the parliamentary elections. This bill, you should understand, is not a reservation, but an act of removing bias and injustice. And if you do not remove the clause which says after delimitation, then there is no point, because we do not know when this inordinate delay can go on. You can do the census, the delimitation after 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, the wait will continue going on. Why cannot women be strong? Why cannot women be brave? There are stories of, haven't women participated in the independence struggle? Haven't women fought wars? Haven't you seen leaders, strong leaders like Mrs. Indira Gandhi in this country? It is this kind of words which actually put fear in our hearts. And yes, Jayalalitha was a strong leader. I accept. I have no hesitation in accepting that she's a very, very strong leader.
Well done, Kani, well done.
And Mayawati ji, Madam Sonia Gandhi, Mamata Banerjee, and the one of the names you often forget is Sushma Swaraj ji. I like to quote what Shri Arun Jaitley ji said when the discussion in Rajya Sabha happened. He said, the argument that men can also ensure justice to women has been weakened. Underrepresentation and discrimination stare us in the face. Politics of tokenism must now evolve into politics of ideas. So please stop this tokenism. And this bill is called Nari Shakti Vandan Bill. Stop saluting us. We do not want to be saluted. We do not want to be put on pedestals. We do not want to be worshipped. We do not want to be called mothers. We don't want to be your sisters, your wives. We want to be respected as equals. Let us get down from the pedestal and walk as equals. We have a right to this country as much as right you have. This country belongs to us. This parliament belongs to us. And we have a right to be here. Thank you.
Very good.